What's going on, guys? So today on this SHOKY Quickie, I'm doing things a little different. Obviously, I'm not in front of the camera. Instead, we have this in front of the camera. And I went to Target today looking for something completely unrelated, and they actually had this nice 2-pack from Power Rangers In Space from the Lightning Collection. And it's the In Space Red Ranger, otherwise known as Andros. And then you got over there Astronema. So now we're starting to get these versus 2-packs again, I should say, because we got a Red Ranger plus a Psycho Red. We got a Putty versus a Green Ranger, things like that. But these are actually making sense because Andros and Astronema are brother and sister. So this is actually really, really cool. And I loved In Space, and I also loved Lost Galaxy. I can't wait for them to give us Lost Galaxy Red. But in the meantime, we're going to look at this box. Sorry, I was about to cut it open. So this is one of the cool, fancy Target exclusive boxes. It's literally the exact same one. They had the regular version, and then they had the cool, whatever this foil box is. So I grabbed one of these just because I figured, what are the odds I'll find it? They also had the SPD Blue Ranger 2-pack. I'm not into the SPD stuff. I want it, but I'm still on the fence because I've only got so much space. So let's look at, you got nice artwork here opposing each other. There's the two figures in their thing. Come around this side, you see more cool foil. Come around to the back, and you see brother and sister fighting it out. By the way, this also means I need to get In Space Yellow, which I completely forgot about. So that's Ashley. I need to go get her, order her online or something. Come to the box, and look at that. Look at the coolness. Also, potential seizure warning. Please be careful. So that's really neat. It's a pretty hefty box. Roughly $35-ish, which is not bad, but, you know, we'll see what happens. I'm going to open it this way. And yes, I bought a cool, fancy box that I'm just going to throw away. And for all you nerds out there who are like, you can't throw away the box, watch me throw away the box. And we got red and blue lightning on the inside. Actually, I wonder how much I can get for just the box. For nerds who bought the regular. Okay, so, whoa. This is my out-the-box reaction here. This is stupid. It's the jelly lightning. You guys should know by now. I hate the jelly lightning. Okay, and we got the two of them. So let's get out their stuff. And yeah, this is going to be a two-person review, as it were. So we pull out her hands, set those aside, probably lose them. And you gotta love this. So we're on a completely unrelated series, and the hands are still the same. That is dedication, my friends. They still give you the exact same Ranger hands. Then we have a new one. We have a pointing finger, which is kind of cool. I'll give him credit on that one. We get an Andros head, which his hair is definitely too streaky. Get one ahead of the In Space blaster, which is actually painted pretty good. And I do still have the bad taste in my mouth from the Bandai version, which I guess, if I'm thinking about how I'm going to do this review, I should probably go get the Bandai one off the shelf. Come on out of there, drill thing. I forgot what it's called. It's a drill thing. And I'm trying to remember, I believe the In Space weapons could combine as well. Alright, Andros, blessed birthday time. Please tell me you're not secured somewhere I can't see. Oh god. Oh god. Oh god, why me? Oh, why? Why is it like this every time? Oh, okay. What? That wasn't awkward for you too? Oh, here we go. I gotta get her little weird... Oh, that is softer than I thought it was gonna be. It's like a boomerang thing. I don't know. Okay, so be slightly more precious with her because she's kind of tucked in here nicely. Okay. Come on. Come on. Come on. Jesus. Very carefully. There we go. All right. Look at all the wasted. Okay, so because we've seen an In Space Ranger before, let's go ahead and look over Astronema first, because she's a new thing. So I'm trying to get everything sorted. Off the screen. And let's see. And plus it's another female figure that's not a Ranger. It is a bad person. I won't say bad guy. For the most part. And she definitely has a little too much makeup, but that's kind of on point for the character. She does have her blue hair with some purple shading in there. That's interesting. Got some silver paint on top of the silver plastic. We got a necklace there with a little gold symbol there, which I believe is a locket that had Andros's thing in it, because they're brother and sister. Gold paint there on her stuff. Now, she was cool because she was evil, but in the background. Now, one thing that does suck, they did this fishnetting right there, but it's like tampoed on instead of actually having texture. They went to the level of having these gauntlets have all of this texture in it and didn't bother with the texture on her clothing. Just putting it out there. Something that could have been done. Now I'm blind. Okay, so her head is probably going to be useless because of the hair, so we'll ignore that. Shoulders probably going to be somewhat useless due to the shoulder armors. We can get it up to about there without pushing it too far. By the way, this is probably a basic ranger mold, or female ranger mold with some changes. Although, I just realized those are different feet. Excellent. Okay, so probably gotta wonder if that's Rita's body on the inside. Okay, so rotation here, tiny elbow. I really do like these gauntlets. They do look really good. She's got her holding hand there. She does come with 2 fist hands for anyone who cares. If I can get them over here, 2 fist hands with some nice molding on the back. They're probably supposed to be painted silver. Just making an assumption. Ball joint mounted upper body. If I remember correctly, it's a ball joint coming down into the socket on the body. And then massive, she can limbo. Okay, this band over here is for her weapon to go on, her other weapon. She can Jean-Claude, or Jane-Claude. Thigh rotation, knee joint is good. Foot joint is about as good as they ever are. Wow, that made the leg all nice and loose. Though you got rotation up here. That's good, actually. Huh. So because she doesn't have a boot, they didn't give her a boot cut. I mean, makes sense. She's often like standing like kind of with some attitude. Also, she was incredibly cheesy most of the time. But yeah, that hair mold makes it super awkward to her. Oh, there we go. Wow. Okay. So that means we need a Divatox, like hardcore. We need a Divatox. So presumably later. Okay, and then here's her dumb weapon. I don't know what's going on with that. Just silver paint, crappy soft silver plastic, gold paint on the tips. It's the same on both sides. In theory, she could hold that, right? I mean, it's going to ruin it, but you could do that. I believe the main objective is just to hang it on this right there and just hope to God it stays on there. But I'm going to say that ain't staying on there, Teddy. Sorry. Okay, and then her main weapony staff thing, which is painted really cool. Gotta love that. I remember that's the symbol of Dark Spectre because that's who she was sort of working for. Molded in silver, red paint, gold paint, all these things. Tassels that are hanging down that are not painted. It's really stupid there, Hasbro, because that should be painted gold probably. But it's a nice staff. And she does have staff holding hands, so let's see here if she'll hold it. The hard part is actually getting it inside the thumb. Come on, bastard. Yeah, the thumb is literally getting out of the way and being useless. That is a pathetic phalange. Here we go. Okay, so it's pretty cool. I mean, it's super cheesy, but it's cool. And the other problem being she has gun-style hands with the in and out wrist instead of the up and down wrist for pointing a staff. So that is stupid. So it's the same problem that Rita has, where a staff does that instead of being able to hold it straight up and down. Okay, and then, like I said, I knew that was going to fall off, so I'm assuming that if you want this displayed in such a way, you're going to want to glue that on, or you just give it to her other hand and see how well this super soft rubbery crap holds. The mold is really good, and the paint is surprisingly good on this figure. However, this section with this stupid ass weapon is terrible. Look at this. I can't even get it past the finger. It's going to rip that plastic in half, probably. So she can technically hold that and be threatening with it, I guess. If that's what it's supposed to be. She looks like she's about to play some galactic horseshoes. Yeah, the galactic horseshoe player. That's who she is. All right, so let's look at the Dross. And, well, he's a Red Ranger. Definitely looks more like the In-Space Ranger. Nice chunky around the chest. The stripes going across there, though personally I believe they should be a little bit higher, but that comes down to some of the ways that they do the proportions. And it's kind of an awkward amount of torso as usual. Very chunky legs. Finally changing up the mold ever so slightly, if at all. I mean, it might be just totally wrong. Left-handed holster, so that's interesting, or technically right-handed, but yellow paint up here that is nice and glossy across the chest, not so much, kind of fuzzy, so our masking machine sucks to a degree, and then you get some very fuzzy things in the thing. I think articulation is kind of pointless to point out on the Ranger figure, as they always look the same. Always function the same unless there's some other stuff happening. Let's go up just a hair. Look at that helmet. Yep, that's an In-Space helmet, all right. So part of me wonders if the reason they're releasing In-Space alongside with the SPD 2-packs is the fact that the SPD A Squad used like the helmets and stuff like that of the Rangers. Of the In-Space Rangers, which is really funny. Okay, so as for accessories, we're just going to go straight off the bat into a cool pointing hand. I just like it because he's making a point, no pun intended, or possibly really intended. Yay, blast off into space, or yo, what up, Corone? I know it's a sister, but still, this could be Star Wars. Okay, so cool In-Space gun. It's painted baby blue with the Mega Ranger logo there. Red paint, silver plastic. I already had it right there. Just keep painting it, Jim. I know there's nobody named Jim in the factory. Though I'm worried that that's all blue paint, which means that that's going to peel something fierce. That also does look super small in the hand, so let's assume. Let's make an assumption. So that's a right-handed draw. He's got a left finger, or right finger that can point up like this. Hi. And then he's got a drill saber, which I think is what it's called. And looks pretty good. Silver plastic, black paint, red paint. Nothing crazy going on there. And like I said, possibly part of a combined weapon. I don't recall. Now the real question is, can I get it in his hand? That's going to become a whole segment on these shows, and I'm going to call it, Can He Hold It? And add echoes and stuff like that. Add some reverb. But yes, he can. He can point threateningly and then threaten you with the point of the drill. Also, now that I have a Zordon and an Andros, I can recreate the scene where he kills Zordon. Spoilers for the end of the Zordon era, where Andros has to kill Zordon for the world to be safe. It is what it is. You guys should know about this by now. And by the way, here's the pink, purple, carpety shit. I don't want that. Don't care. Least important thing. And then we have the Andros head, which is a very nice sculpt. I can't remember the guy's name. Is it TJ or something like that? Or because he hangs out, or was hanging out with Bruno and Mia quite a lot. And he does not look like this at all anymore. No long hair. Has like a beard, glasses. Does still have the earring and stuff. But that's a pretty good Andros head, except for the way too much of the highlights. Like, he just had a couple streaks. Also could probably pass for a Kyle Hill if you added a beard. Shout out to Mr. Kyle Hill. And of course, the head goes on the thing, like so. Though once again, this leads us to a potential Ranger swap out in the future, as we now have an Astronema, who is also Corone, who also has multiple hairdos throughout the thing, especially like Super Corone with her silver hair. And you also get normal Corone, which has blonde hair, who also becomes the pink Lost Galaxy Ranger when Kendricks dies. So hey, we get all kinds of coronery. Look forward to that in the future. I still want the Lost Galaxy stuff. I just didn't want to have to buy another Psycho Ranger to get it. So this is actually a very cool 2-pack, and you're going, Shoky, you forgot to get the Legacy in Space Red Ranger, and you're right, I did. So fuck you. There we go. Obviously, height different. Obviously, incredibly different build. I do like the head sculpt better on the this one. And obviously, I dig the paint on the weapon. This is one of the only weapons that the Legacy line really went to the nines on painting. I didn't repaint this one at all, but it looks way better and looks more to scale. This one on this Andros, not so much. Also, the pointing hand starting to get really threatening. Don't you think? Like, you killed my sister. I am your sister. I was supposed to reveal that. Want to make out? This isn't Star Wars. You like these little weird interludes when stuff comes into my brain, because I don't think anybody else does. In comparison to a female ranger, just for the chagrins of it, that's not how that word actually works. Yeah, I think for the most part, they're up, probably all regular female ranger body. Well, obviously, most of this is just paint apps. Obviously, no boots, and then the ankle rotation or calf rotation moves down to just about the ankle. But height-wise, it's pretty close. But I guess they're making up for that for the most part in the same thing. Where, like I said, Rita's body was more than likely that type. So we'll get her out of there. Like I said, I need to get Ashley from the yellows. I wasn't sure if this was coming or how I was going to like this. The fact that they released both of these, I almost say creatures, both of these characters at the same time is what really sold me on getting this set now and getting in space again. And now I feel like I need to get SPD because they're doing what they're doing. SPD Red and Shadow Ranger are already out. SPD Blue is out, and then they're coming out with more later. It's just like, I'm going to stab you with my horseshoe. No, you're not. No, you're not. Get away from me. Also, I assume we'll get an Alpha 6 with the In Space set. Who knows? We'll see. But that means we get our TJ. That means we get all of the Rangers from In Space, because I can't remember everybody. Carlos, Ashley, TJ, and the other one. Brain hurts. Was it Tanya? I don't remember. Was Tanya in space, or was Tanya just turbo? And TJ came in, took over. Yeah, I think it was. Yeah, either way. So it's all good. Somebody will answer me in the comments if you actually watch this. But guys, this is a cool set. Go get it. I'm amazed that I found it at Target, and of course I found the cool foil packaging that, yes, is getting thrown away. I'm definitely not going to sell that for an empty box price only. Maybe. So like and subscribe. Go check out all the rest of the Lightning Collection videos. There are lots, and I have bought so many of them recently, and I have so many on pre-order. And speaking of pre-order, I just had the actually the largest pre-order that I've ever put in come in at the same time that I ordered something else already sort of expensive. So good God, I just spent a whole lot of money all at once, but hey, it's Christmas. Who gives a shit? So I'll see you guys later. Remember, as always, keep on nerding! Because Andros told you to.